Hey guys, welcome to my channel again, and my name is Abhishek Chakravarti, and today I'll let you meet a very special person, and her name is Sarah Bradford. She is the author of S.J. Childs. She's also a national and international speaker as well. She's from Utah, US, and I would really like you to meet her. She talks about autism and plenty of other things that spread the awareness around the world. So let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my new episode, and today we have a very special guest with us, and her name is Sarah Bradford. So she's the author of S.J. Child books, and which is like a collection of several books for children's, and she's also in the Autism Council of Utah. She's basically from USA, so she's a part of group for autism advocates, and she's a national and international speaker as well. Well, these children books teach children how to help themselves and support their peers through awareness and inclusion. Well, so hi Sarah, good to have you here on my show. Yeah.
Thank you. So glad to be here today.
So we usually hear from parents, doctors, teachers, adults with autism spectrum disorder, right? ASD. So Sarah, can you please tell me about autism? What is it actually?
So autism is a neurological difference that occurs in the developmental stages of growing. And it presents itself in several different ways, and every children is different. But yeah, it's basically behavioral, kind of expresses itself through lack of eye contact, nonverbal communication, physical stimming, which is basically a sensory overload of the body, where it enacts the body to kind of get the sensory input that it needs by moving certain ways or getting certain pressure on different body parts, things like that. Those are types of things that are sensory related. Yeah.
So it's like a kind of a disabling anxiety, that can take form in numbers of disorders like panic disorders or, phobias. So anxiety plays a major role here, you may say, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that probably not understanding the feelings or the processes that are going on in our bodies does create a lot of anxiety and a lot of unknown information that when we don't have it, we can't get services or help, to get any support to go forward with that.
Oh, yeah. So Sarah, I really wanted to know how actually did you, started writing these books and spreading awareness about autism, about this disorder, how you actually started seeing the signs of autism,
Yeah, I have 3 children, and my middle child he was diagnosed with autism under the age of 2 at 16 months, which is really early on.
Yeah.
And he didn't make eye contact with us. He was not verbal, and he had a hard time in his environment. He had a hard time with heavy sounds or lots of lights or things like that really irritated him, for the best part of saying. And so we really had to learn, how can we help this child? How can we help him feel better in his environment? And so early on, we got early intervention, which was great because the therapist came into our home. They said, this is what autism looks like. This is how you can start to help your child. But even better than that was, how do we as parents, how do we help ourselves? What kind of support can we give one another to get through this process together? And so it was really important to kind of see that the lack of parent support, which I think is a really something we should really address, that parents really need to know how to move forward. Yeah, and with us getting these great messages out, and that's the really important part, is the work that we're doing, the work that you're doing in your country, and the work that I'm doing here.
Exactly.
And being able to meet and do this together, it's just so powerful.
Yeah,
so I'm really hoping we can, create a lot of change and pave the way for new thinking in the future.
Yeah, actually, I've been facing kind of anxiety since over a year, but I'm seeing people, they really don't understand what, anxiety, depression, and all those kind of thing is. So it's really hard for me to explain each of them. So it's rather not to. I think they should be self-aware about it, and they should be self-aware in school itself during our school time.
Isn't that the most important place that we should be starting teaching these children?
Exactly.
They not only need education that they could take with them, they need emotional education.
Exactly.
They need to understand themselves. That way, when they move into the world, make relationships with other people, those people can better understand them. They can say, hey, I'm not afraid of what this child with Down syndrome looks like and how they look different to me or how they act different. But now I see that, wow, these people are just so kind and loving and generous and only it's like they don't even have a mean spirit in their bodies. They're only born with this love that they share with others. And what a beautiful thing for us to, as humanity, like, we should be more like that, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we be more loving and kind and just human to all humans?
Yeah, exactly. That's wonderful you to say, but yeah. So as you said in your book, healthy mind and create healthy futures, you said. That's in your DJ the Bear Goes to Santa, right? And you also wrote other books, like a book about anxiety. Can you please tell our listeners about the books you have written and your website?
Absolutely. Okay. I'd love to. Yeah. My child's books are all about, childhood emotional well-being. Like you said, the anxiety book, which maybe you should read, and it can help you with some breathing exercises. Exactly. It really displays for children, the feeling, the biological feeling in the body, because children don't understand that. That's something they're learning as they're growing. And when they have the ache in their stomach and the accelerated heart rate or breathing, sometimes they don't know how to express what that is. And so by us, by these books giving them kind of the awareness, they can then go forward and say, hey, there's a big test coming up, feeling this way, and now I can learn how to manage these feelings. Because it's all about management. It's all about how we manage ourselves in the world. And so the autism books, they're wonderful. There are, you just really show the side of the story of autism through my eyes, which I understand is going to be different for everyone, but it's my story, so it's the only way I could write it.
I think it's very inspirational, very wonderful,
Dyslexia is another book that I had written about, which I had no experience in, but my husband does. My husband is dyslexic, and so I was able to really learn and pull from his experiences and how to show children what dyslexia looks like, and how they can not only ask for help if they think they might have it, but also get support from other people. Or, one of their student peers may say, hey, I noticed that my friend writes his letters upside down. Maybe I could talk to him and the teacher about this, and we can get them some support.
All right. That's good. And are you planning to write any other book, in future or something like that? Like project?
I actually have several. Yeah, I have several more books written. I'm just getting the illustrations done. Okay. That's kind of the time-consuming part of it all. Yeah, exactly. And of course, the pandemic and such. But getting through all of that as a world, right? Yeah. But yeah, you can find my books at www.sjchildsbooks.com. All right. As well as our Facebook page, Facebook at all the number 4 kids books, all for kids books.
All right.
Yeah, and we have a Facebook shop on there, and then of course you could go to Amazon or whatever bookstore, online store you may be a part of.
Yeah, that's really good. I hope the listener will definitely go there and get your books over there. Well, so now I really understood how Mama Bear comes up with a plan to help DJ feel safe and more happy, right? So
Yeah.
this is awesome. So I'm really glad that you came here to my show today, and I'm really humbled about you have talked about your son and the things you have said. And it's really inspirational, and definitely I love to hear you out next time when you write a different book about it. So
I love it.
yeah, so really thanks for joining me. Yep.
Thank you so much for having me today, and
All
you
right.
stay safe there.
All right, you stay safe too. Bye, Sarah.
Bye.